Music Production.
Yo, what's poppin'? We're gonna break down Glxy Digital Holdings here. So, we've had a period of consolidation that has started from November 8th. And since then, it's been a downward trend. Now, this might have scared the shit out of a lot of investors in the stock because we went down a total of 69%. Interesting. So when that happens, of course, the non-believers and people who don't understand Glxy and its correlation to Bitcoin, they get scared out of the stock, which causes a further cascade of price to go downward. And during this period of time, it creates this descending triangle pattern. Now, what creates this pattern is because we have a support line around this 1360 range, right? So there is this support line here, and we create lower highs downward in a consolidating manner, getting tighter and tighter into that support. So when we mark that out, we'll just start from here. We have the high, and then we create a low, lower high into support, lower high into support, lower high into support, lower high into support. So this pattern is tightening, getting tighter and tighter, and then we get this massive breakout, which is completely changing the trend now. Because if this trend were to continue, we would expect a lower low to eventually have been made. But now we create a new high. So what we could be expecting now is to find some sort of a higher low. So when we look at this, right, this is happening, and we look at it on the weekly time frame, or even look at it at the 3-day time frame, and that's a pretty good angle. But on this 3-day time frame, we're consolidating and we get a massive pop. The volume increases, we beat earnings, and we run right into this resistance zone. So this zone has been a major zone for quite a while now, and as you zoom in, you get to see why, right? We have a touch here, some confluence here, a touch around here, there. So there's like 4, 5 touches, make that 6. So because of this, 100% trade right up into this resistance zone, we now need to consolidate. So now that we can expect this consolidation to come, we are now looking for a higher low, because uptrends move like this, right? They start from a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, and they continue, right? So now that we've seen Glxy break out of this accumulation zone here, we need to expect there to be some sort of a higher low in order for this trend to healthily continue. So where could this higher low come? So what I have marked out is this support range around 18 to like 1950. Now, why I think that could be a higher low area is because, again, we've had a lot of confluence in this area. So we've come here once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, right? So it was acting as support previously back in May 2021 all the way to October 2021. So now that it's coming back into that zone, we could expect that this could be acting as some sort of support again, which would help us create that higher low. So this is the area I'm thinking is a nice place to buy the dip. We also need to look at potentially, because of this breakout, right? We get this nice breakout move from this descending triangle, and this day here we consolidate, but it's just one day, one clean sideways consolidation. We could come back to test that day's lows, which is at $18. So this is where I'm looking for. If we get some sort of higher low in this range, it's going to be a buy the dip moment. It's not a guarantee, of course, because we could come back to retest this support. But in order for us to see that 3-day time frame higher low or the weekly higher low, it would make sense for us to come back and test that zone. So honestly, like I said it from the very beginning, right? This scared out a lot of investors. But this period of consolidation, and now this new higher low that we're looking for, is creating some good opportunity for people who want to go long in the stock. So again, don't sleep on Glxy. The opportunity's here again. Now what I'll be looking for is if we get that higher low, that we're going to eventually play around in this range before we come up again, and then slowly weaken this zone before we break up over it. Now, that's just my prediction because this zone is going to need to be weakened if we want to break up over it. So I'm expecting something along the lines of maybe an ascending triangle pattern to happen to break that $28 resistance. So that's the video here on Glxy and the breakdown. Overall, I'm mad bullish, and remember, it's a exponential trending stock, right? This stock went up 9,000% within like a year and a bit. So this long period of consolidation between 43 and $13, like we pointed out, is actually great for the stock in terms of continuing that exponential uptrend. So don't sleep. If you want to look at it, it could be a huge bull flag on like a weekly or monthly time frame. Don't sleep. Peace, guys.